What an absolute pleasure it is to welcome you all to Ava and Anthony's wedding here at this fantastic venue here in Rickmansworth. It was over a year ago when I was on a camping holiday with Jackie and Ava and Anthony, the kids, Uncle Daniel, and after the first few days I noticed that Anthony and Dan kept disappearing off together over the Dorset Hills for hours at a time. And I was beginning to think Anthony had picked the wrong sibling. Until they confided in me that they were in fact doing reconnaissance to find the perfect spot for Anthony to get down on one knee and propose to Ava. And judging on beauty alone, I'm sorry, Dan, but I think Anthony has made the right choice.
I found love in you, and I've learned to love me too. Never have I felt that I could be all that you see. It's like our hearts have intertwined into the perfect harmony. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. I found love in you, and no other love will do. Every moment that you smile chases all the pain away. Forever and a while, in my heart is where you'll stay.
On behalf of Anthony and Ava, I would like to thank you for being here as they celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. I know that it means a great deal to them that you can all be here to share in their happiness and to witness this special and important occasion. For Anthony and Ava, getting married here today is a confirmation of the love, respect and friendship they have for each other. Their relationship has been deepened and enriched by their children, whom we all welcome here today. They have now chosen to affirm their relationship in this formal and public pledge, and to offer to each other and to Caden and Mia Talia the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept.
typing.
I, Anthony Dwayne Murray,
I, Anthony Dwayne Murray,
take thee, Ava Rosenberg, to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
Thank you. And now Ava. I, Ava Rosenberg,
I, Ava Rosenberg,
take thee,
Anthony Dwayne Murray,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Thank you very much. That's great. So, Anthony, do you promise to be loving, loyal and faithful to Ava, to rejoice with her in the good times, comfort her in times of sorrow, and be true to her all the days of your life?
I do.
Ava, do you promise to be loving, loyal and faithful to Anthony, to rejoice with him in the good times, comfort him in times of sorrow, and be true to him all the days of your life?
I do.
The exchange of rings is the ancient and traditional way of sealing the vows you've just made. A wedding ring is an unbroken circle, symbolising devotion and everlasting love. And it is the outward sign of the lifelong promises you have just made to each other. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage.
I seek to share with you
I seek to share with you
a relationship of love,
a relationship of love,
humour and tenderness,
humour and tenderness,
to be your strength
to be your strength
and support
and support
when you need me,
when you need me,
to respect you
to respect you
as an individual
as an individual,
and to love you always.
to love you always.
Slide it in. The ring to the bride.
Oh my God, I'm
Okay, that's okay. So take a step back. Stay there. Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Is that your left hand?
his
Yeah?
hand. That's his left hand. He's only got two. That's the right one. Ring on the tip of the ring finger.
Oh yeah. I've got this. Right, go on.
Please say these words to your group. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage.
I seek to share with you. Pulse one over.
Yeah. Oi. Oi. I seek to share with you
A relationship of love,
a relationship with love,
humour and tenderness.
humour and tenderness.
To be your strength
To be your strength
and support
and support
when you need me.
when you need me.
To respect you
To respect you
as an individual
as an individual
and to love you always.
and to love you always.
It's like
Mom and Dad, may you always be warmed by each other's smile. Always take time to walk and talk a while. Always know deep down you're each other's best friend, and enjoy the kind of love that grows and knows no end. Wishing you an always kind of love.
Today marks the start of a lifelong journey for you both. During that journey, there'll be many moments to treasure and times when you may disagree. In those moments, talk to each other, listen to each other, and remember the feelings of love that you share here today. Love is the one fortune that you can never spend, and that is the greatest treasure of them all. Anthony and Ava, you have made the declarations prescribed by law, and you have made solemn and binding marriage vows with each other in the presence of your guests, witnesses, and the registrar of marriages. You have sealed those vows with the giving and receiving of wedding rings. And in addition, you have given to each other a promise of a lifelong commitment. So Anthony and Ava, it now gives me great pleasure to pronounce that you are now husband and wife.
Since Everything I do now makes sense. All roads end, all I do is for you. For you I share the cup of love that overflows, and anyone who knows us knows that I would change all thoughts I have for you. There is no low or high or in between of my heart that you haven't seen. 'Cause I share all I have and am. Nothing I've said's hard to understand. All I feel deeper still, and always will. All this love is for
Ladies and gents, it is without further ado to introduce, last but not least, Mr. and Mrs. Rosenberg Murray.
My life would not be filled without the things that my love for you now brings. For you, I'd make a promise of fidelity now and for eternity. No one could replace this love for you. I'd take your hand and heart and everything and add to them a wedding ring. 'Cause this life is no good alone. Since we've become one, you're all I know. If this feeling should leave, I die. And here's why: all I am is for you. Everything I do now makes sense. All roads end, all I do is for you. Only for you.
There's a lot more to Ava than just beauty. I met her when she was 11 years old, and it was very clear to me right from the beginning that her two, in my opinion, defining characteristics are her determination or persistence, possibly stubbornness, something like that, strong-willed, but also a huge amount of social intelligence. She's very sharp at working out what's going on in a social situation, nous I'd call it. And in that first meeting, she was pretty determined not to like me. Until I offered her some chips. And then she figured there's some definitely advantages to be had by this new arrangement in her life.
Luna, what are you doing?
I'm speaking.
I thought
She, Ava's needed every ounce of those attributes, her determination and her nous, to stand up to perhaps her biggest challenge in life, her head health. Let's call it that. I think most of you will know that Ava's, from quite a young age, suffered with some fairly serious headaches and buzzes and all sorts of things going on between her ears. And it's been a tough watch, but she's knuckled through it. And certainly in the later years, what's really impressed me with her is the way she's navigated the sort of disparate treatment she's had in the NHS, various consultants, an analysis, none of whom seem to talk to each other. And she's had the nous to pull everyone together and to get herself a proper diagnosis. And I think she's certainly not fully recovered, but definitely on the right road and in a much more comfortable space. So after navigating the NHS, this wedding has been a bit of a breeze. She's been ably assisted by Anthony, her able assistant, and Kevin and Connor, if they're here, can't see them, from the Waterside. It's been a year in planning. I can't believe the amount of detail and arrangements that have gone on, but we're obviously feeling the benefits of all that arrangement. And I know that there's been a lot of persistence to get the detail right, and I know Jonathan, her dad, would certainly agree with me with the persistence when he and I were badgered over the summer to ensure that we were suitably attired and smart today. And in fact, yeah, you've lost your jacket now. And watching her organise the wedding it's made me realise, should she have wanted a career and her health had allowed her to, she any career in understanding people, event management, organising detail, that sort of thing, high-class dating agency, anything like that, I think she would have been fantastic at. But actually, from a very young age, it was very obvious to me, she was very clear on what her ambition was, which was to have her own family unit. She's always wanted that. And obviously the key skill you want in that is mothering skills. And she's got great mothering skills, and there's two, where are they? Great mothering skills, they've disappeared. No, great mother, you've lost your children. Anyway, she is raising two very bright, inquisitive, colourful, strong-willed, challenging, joyous little children. Not so little with Caden. They're a pleasure to be around, and they're a real credit to Ava and her as a mum. And of course, ideally in the family unit, you need to find yourself a decent partner. And don't know where he is. And she's had to use her navigation skills to get through a slightly variable offer of manhood that's come her way. But she finally bagged herself a mensch. You all know what mensch obviously means. I was going to explain it, but clearly you all speak Yiddish. I don't want to steal Dennis's thunder too much, so I'm just going to say just a few words about Anthony. I met him, I went to see Caden in a sports day in junior school, and I met Anthony. Clearly, from the beginning, I could see this was a solid unit. But he's solid here. Not thick, solid. And it was very clear to me he was up for more than just Ava's beauty. He was up for the whole package. I'm sure Dennis will tell us about his various talents and skills, not least he's a great footballing coach. But the one thing that I always take away any time I spend with Anthony is his humility. He sometimes doesn't say very much. I bet it appears he's bored of my conversation, but actually he's listening, and he's very respectful of people's opinions. He asks questions. It's got a fantastic side to him. He's a real credit to Valette and Dennis at the end of the table there and their parenting skills. He certainly bucks the trend of kids growing up on the Mozart estate, I would say. And in fact, I'm quite a harsh judge of men. In the final analysis, I sometimes think of two qualifications. Would I have them in the trenches with me? And would I lend them my tools? And we haven't needed the military question, but certainly every time my stubby Phillips and 8mm combo spanner's gone out to Anthony, it's come back promptly and in pristine condition. I'm very proud and honoured to have you as a son-in-law, Anthony. Very much. The last compliment I'm going to leave to Caden, wherever he's disappeared to. I'm going to say it, and it's a compliment to Ava and Anthony. Caden is as strong-willed an individual as his mother. He certainly won't be told what to think. He forms his own judgments. And so you can imagine how made up Jackie and I were when he turned up at ours one day and nonchalantly announced, "Nonno and Nanny, just to let you know, I've decided to call Anthony Daddy." So that's not much more for me to do, but wish you guys all the luck in the world. I'm sure there'll be challenges ahead. That's what life's about, and it's how you deal with them. But I know that if you four stick together, continue loving each other, you've got loads of joyous days ahead. Perhaps you join me with a toast to Ava and Anthony.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the newest and latest Mr. and Mrs. Murray. Yes, what can I say? May your love for each other ever be as the endless circle of your ring. May you be ever loving each other until the end of time. Not only until the end of time, but until all the roses have left their sweet perfume, you know? The wise Solomon once said, train up the boy in the way he should grow, and when he grow old, he will not suffer from it, you know? Today, my wife and I, we are so proud, you know, to see the type of young man Anthony have really turned out to be, you know? And I just want to say both of them, congratulations and all the best wishes.
I got you. So it wasn't until 2009 that I first met Ava, who showed up unexpectedly at my wedding. Because I originally invited her father, and in her father's absence, Ava showed up. So the first time I got to meet her was when I was getting married. But from the moment I met her, we've gotten so close that she truly is the sister I always wanted and the sister I got.
Oh, she has.
I have 3, but now I have 4.
I'm a little sister.
I only met Anthony Thursday evening for the first time. But for the past 6 years, we've managed to develop a relationship over FaceTime.
Yeah.
And it's my honor to be here. And I just want to wish the both of you an amazing life together. And I love you both.
Mwah. You did amazing.
I did have a longer speech to do, but it's been kind of ticked off by everyone else, so I'm going to just shorten it a little bit. So first of all, the people that know me know I don't like public speaking. So a bit nervous, but equally quite excited that I get to be here to talk about Anthony on his wedding day. So I have known Anthony since we were about 5 or 6 years old. And as you can tell by my hairline, that was a long time ago. All right, I make it look good, but still. All right, cool. So, these are facts, I can't lie. So we were 2 kids tagging along with our older brothers in the football pitch near where we lived. From those days, we kind of followed a very similar path. So we worked together in football, worked together in fitness. So we've kind of just mirrored each other to an extent. We also went to the same school together, high school specifically, even though he's a couple of years younger than me, so a couple of years below. I heard a lot about what he was up to through my brother, just over here, who's in the same year, and through the teachers that knew that we were fairly close. So I would hear things like Anthony getting kicked out of a class, I think. Wait. In fairness, unfairly kicked out of a class. So he was told by a teacher to act his age, not his shoe size. He replied to the teacher, "My age is my shoe size." He is still the only kid I know that was 11 years old with a size 11 foot. So I think it was a bit harsh that he got kicked out, but you know, it is what it is. As I said, teachers as well will come up and talk to me. So I have two specific stories I want to go through quickly just to kind of give you a bit of an idea of the character of Anthony here. So, first one, Mr. Hatch, the legend, one of our teachers came up to me one day and said, you know, your friend is going to get himself in trouble. You need to look after him. So I asked him, like, what's happened? What's going on? Anthony wanted to fight one of the guys in my year. This guy at 14 was 6'1". Well, this guy was 6'1", and he was built. Yeah? Try again? Nah, still hold it. Okay. Yeah, so 6'1" and built. He didn't want to back down. He stood up for himself and decided he's going to go for it regardless. So I had to kind of hook him down a little bit to make sure there was nothing going on there. Second story, we were playing a tournament football match in South Kilburn. Anyone that knows Kilburn knows it's a bit of a rough area. Yeah, it ends, right? Now, the match was a little bit rough, and one of the players on our team decided to throw a punch. Punched the guy in the face, and a massive brawl kicked off. I was on the pitch at the time, and I decided to start grabbing people and throwing them to kind of break up the fight. Anthony was sitting on the side, watching out on the bench there. After 2 or 3 people, I see him jogging onto the pitch, shaking his head, looking like, oh, here we go. Everything settled down. By the end of that, we're all good. And he's saying, I was getting ready to sit down with the popcorn and watch these fools fight. But then I see you getting involved and I have to come on and back my boy. So, the point there being, on that first story, he's going to stick up for what he believes in. Regardless, if it seems crazy to anybody else, he's going to do that. So you know he's going to bring that same attitude as a husband to his marriage and with his family there. The second one, he's willing to fight for them, even if they're in the wrong or throwing people around doing the madness. So again, he is going to be there to back them up regardless. Yes. I do want to shout out Dennis and Valet. I know it's been done already, but again, from 5 years old, I was part of the family, he was part of the family, and I feel like they've raised a tremendous son. I feel they helped, yeah. I feel they helped to raise me as well, so I thank them for that, and I think they are amazing people. So again, a round of applause for Dennis and Valet. So I'm going to finish it off.
The song.
Listen, you don't want to ruin the day, man. Trust me on that one. No, so we have a lot of people give their ideas of what a wedding is, and we hear a lot about it being the start of a new journey. For me, I would call it a validation that you're already on the right journey with the right person. You've made the right decisions, the right sacrifices. You're doing the things that you need to do to have a good family, to cement that family, and to move on together with a lot of love and happiness. So I think they've made the right choices. Having known Ava for a while now, I know all the things I was saying about Anthony back in his family and always being there. 100% I know she's there as well. So those 2 kids could not be looked after better, and there could not be a better pairing than these 2 here. So that's me.
Lord of mercy. Wow. I want to thank all of you for turning up today to celebrate myself and my partner. I want to thank everyone for coming out today to celebrate myself and Ava's marriage. Honestly, it's been an amazing day. When they say it is the best day of your life, honestly, it has been the best day of my life, alongside the birth of my daughter. So, again, gonna keep it short with a speech. So, again, want to thank everyone for coming. Obviously, we've got loads of people coming from Manchester, Manchester, obviously from Germany, from America, and even exotic South London. You know? So, so when I proposed to Ava, I thought the biggest transformation was going to be, you know what, I'm going to get breakfast in bed every morning. You know? I'm thinking, yeah, I can dig this life. You know? I thought I can dig this life. But you know what the biggest transformation is? She turned into a wedding planner. She became my boss. She became my boss. I was just like, what the hell? What's going on here? You know, I just went, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You know? So, I just want to say that I love this woman to bits. You know? The mother of my children, you know, we've been through so much in life. Yeah? A lot of trials and tribulations. Yeah? Some wonderful moments. And honestly, I just want to spend the rest of my life with you and make sure that we go through some more beautiful moments, more holidays, more episodes of EastEnders, you know, because that's how we roll, you know. We still need to catch up, you know. We still need to catch up. So now that I've done the lovely part, can I go watch the football? I have to get permission these days. So how me and Ava met. So, we've got a lovely lady in the room, Jane, who got married, when was it, 7 years ago, 8 years ago? 8 years ago. So, I used to be Jane's personal trainer back in the day. And she came up to me and she was like, Ant, like, you invited to my wedding, but there's also a young lady, my friend, you know, she kind of likes you. Hello? Cool. So, she's like, oh, my friend wants, you know, she wants to meet you. She just thinks you're cute. I was like, okay. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the wedding. But Jane put up a post on Facebook. So what happens? Ava then comments on this post. So we're just talking on this thread. And then, as us young people like to do, she decided to slide in my DMs. Trust me, it was interesting. You know? So from there, yes, you. So from there, we decided, you know, we started to develop a bit of a relationship, and quite early on, you know, we started to realize that this is for us. You know, we could definitely see a future in it. There was a bit of a stumbling block at the beginning, but, you know, we moved forward and we're here, you know. I want to thank the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. Guys, give them a round of applause. Yeah. Honestly, they've all been great. They've all been great supporting Ava. A few little stresses here and there. My groomsmen, you've been great, apart from my two cousins who decided to not pick up their suit on time. And then we had to change the suit. But lucky enough, Damien and Marvin, lucky enough, the suits we got now are actually better. Yeah? So lucky enough for them, I will thank them. Yeah? I want to thank my parents. Honestly, my mum and my dad have been massive role models to me growing up. Massive role models to me growing up. And I look at both of them and I go, you know what? They've always tried to give me everything that I could possibly want. You know, there was times where, you know, my mum wouldn't even buy herself an outfit. She would turn around and go and buy me trainers. And I'm like, wow, okay, you're looking after me, but what about yourself? But these are the things that mothers do, you know? My dad, he's always worked hard, always doing different types of trades and stuff like that. Everyone knows him well for his Caribbean cooking, you know? And which some of you guys will enjoy later. And he's always opened up his home to people, doing a lot of charity work. And it's just things like that that inspire me to make sure that it's made me the person I am today, you know? Marco, Jonathan, Jackie, you've raised a beautiful young lady, honestly. And all the traits I can see in her is in you guys as well, you know? And honestly, I will look after her. From time to time, she might pop on your door to get some food, you know? But you have truly raised a young, fantastic, beautiful woman, you know? So, just to end it all, thank you all for being here. Enjoy yourselves, eat some good food. Let's have a couple of drinks, let's party and celebrate. Yeah?
These two people love each other. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna celebrate.
There's all this hate and violence in the world. There's people accusing each other of horrible things and doing horrible. These two people love each other. Does anything else matter? No. That's it. That's it.
Girl, I mean, give you the best time. You feel be me soldier. Fight for your baby. You know, give it up easy. When you love somebody, you know, give it up easy. When you love someone, have a dance with me, baby. Take a break from work now. Why you tell me how you feel? For once, now your life just be real. Can't take when we scream and fall. This time if you smile all night. I've been thinking about you. I hope say you're thinking of me. You have me addicted like Hennessy. Attracted to me. Addicted like music. Attracted to me. Addicted like Hennessy. Attracted to me. Addicted like music. Come wind up for me, girl. You know I fight every day.
Something you know that's something I mean no good. And wake up cool, but oh, I'm in a big mood. Cause I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me will do. I'm in a big mood. Cause I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me will do. Make we go December. Pour some liquor, they do me jet. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you the cool in my stress, so yeah. Make we go December. Pour some liquor, they do me jet. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you the cool in my stress, so yeah.
I'm in a big mood. Girl, I dey feel you. I know say I love cause passing money, but I still want you. I'm in a big mood. Girl, I dey want you. Now only you, if you cool on my body, nobody but you. Yeah. Every night I go dey rock your body. Baby girl, we go dey no solo. Nobody fit tell me to leave my baby. Bend every night if it turn to baby. Me and you, when you wake up, girl, you splashing on me. Yeah, look like sweat all on me. Like the design, you be dripping on me. Maybe that's why I don't feel it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in a big mood. Cause I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me will do. I'm in a big mood. Cause I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me will do. Make we go December. Pour some liquor, they do me jet. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you the cool in my stress, so yeah. Make we go December. Pour some liquor, they do me jet. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you the cool in my stress, so yeah. Baby, girl, you know.
Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. I found love in you.